A very good Friday morning to everyone out there. We have made it to the end of the work week. Landon here with you to bring you your weather or not forecast, courtesy of On Target. The heat and humidity is going to remain intact for one final day, it would appear, folks, but we do have more likely chances of showers and storms that'll be arriving today. This is going to be the same song and dance as we progress throughout the weekend with slightly cooler temperatures before a big cold front rolls through here early next week, surely to bring some relief, at least from the humidity side of things, as we roll into Independence Day. You can get a look out there early this morning. We continue to have high pressure that remains in complete control down here across the deep south and to our east. Is going to keep this southerly flow that's going to be intact, but as we work throughout today and then into our Saturday and Sunday, this cold front is going to approach from the north and west, but it's going to get hung up just to the north and west of the region. This is going to allow for that southerly flow to come up for more likely chances of showers and thunderstorms. Taking a look across the region, WRUS camera, we're looking Russellville, 431 north there. Got a few wispy clouds already present out there, more so than what we have experienced earlier this week. That is a testament to the more activity that we're expecting to have here across the region. Texan Bim Bitter Sky Cam showing a beautiful sunrise over the rolling farmlands down in Gold City. Again, it's a dry start for us, folks, but as we work throughout the day, we're expecting those scattered storm chances to make an appearance yet again. Jumping over here and looking at our current conditions, we have got readings where they've been pretty much throughout the entire week. We're located between the low and mid 70s in both the temperature and the dew point department. We'll be skyrocketing those highs, folks, back up into the 90s. We're going to be keeping those dew points right around the mid and upper 70s. Yes, triple-digit heat indices will be a possibility yet again. Heat advisory remains intact for the Wobbles community until we work into this evening. Getting a look at the surface map, this is what I want to showcase. This is what the surface map is looking like this morning. And then as we progress into Saturday, you will note, and look at how that boundary just kind of sags down just south of the Great Lakes across Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. That boundary is what's going to be able to serve as a little bit more of a lifting mechanism to get some more activity ongoing across the region. We can take a look at our short-term model guidance here that's going to break that down for us and give us a better idea of exactly what we can anticipate. First and foremost, this is the precipitable water values that are present across the region. If you were to take the moisture out of the column of atmosphere, wring it out like a dish rag, we would be getting 1 3/4 to over 2 inches of total rainfall. The precipitable water value is going to remain across the region throughout today, as you can see here, throughout our Saturday, all the way through our Sunday as well, whenever we're going to see those precipitable water values become maximized across the region. With so much moisture available within the atmosphere, we will continue to see better coverage of the scattered showers and storms beginning today and taking us through the weekend. It is not going to be an entire washout, but those of us that do receive rain could receive quite a bit, with these air mass thunderstorms being extraordinarily efficient rain producers with that amount of precipitable water floating around our atmosphere. You'll note as soon as we roll into this afternoon, we got scattered storm development. Looks to be mainly right along and east of I-65. Some of those storms could become strong, with damaging winds our primary concern. And then we continue with the activity as we work into this evening with a meandering, weakening line of storms that's going to be trucking south and east through the Ohio River. Here we go, working into our Saturday time frame as promised. We're looking at Saturday morning, folks, and models are already sprouting off rounds of these scattered storms, okay? So again, more coverage throughout the weekend. We work into Saturday afternoon, we get into Saturday night. Here we are looking at Sunday morning, and we roll into Sunday afternoon. You get the idea. We just get these scattered rounds of like a garden variety thunderstorms, is what they're known as in the meteorological world, that will be impacting the region. Our shear, the wind speed and direction as you go up vertically throughout the atmosphere, is still not going to be present. We need shear to help organize severe weather. We're just going to have these pulse-like storms that could be bringing extremely strong winds and copious amounts of rainfall that'll be coming along with that. Now let's fast forward and let's look at Monday night into Tuesday of next week. This is whenever our rain and storm chances are going to become maximized. A cold front is finally not just going to arrive across the region, but it's going to push to the south and east of the region. Hallelujah, amen. We're not going to see a major change in temperatures as that passes through here, but folks, the real weather story is going to be after we get past the first day of July, the cold front's going to be down to our south and east, and take a look at what our dew points are going to do as that cold front moves through here. Here you are looking at Monday evening, and we still have the mid and upper 70 dew points locked in. It's going to be starting and continuing today and lasting all the way through the weekend into early next week. It's going to continue with a rainforest-like feel, but whenever the cold front passes through here, finally, as we work into Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night, look at that sweet relief. We're going to have dew points down between the low and mid 60s, and folks, the good news is they look to remain there, not just Wednesday, July 2nd, but progressing into Thursday and Friday and throughout our Independence Day as well. We're still going to keep temperatures up around the upper 80s and lower 90s, but with much lower humidity is going to feel much comfortable in the great outdoors. Got a number of July 4th events that always take place across the Wobbles community, so good news in that regard. It also looks like we'll only have to deal with some maybe isolated sporadic pop-up storm chances each afternoon, which is welcome as well. We're not going to have to be battling any sort of major widespread severe weather or anything like that, with several people with outdoor plans throughout the July 4th holiday. Now we can jump back over here and look at the short term, and we're continuing with our broken record forecast for another day. Heat advisory remains in check for the entire Commonwealth of Kentucky for heat indices at or exceeding the 100-degree mark. Speaking of this afternoon, we're watching for the opportunity of a few of those storms to become strong to even marginally severe. Primary concern with this, without question, will be the opportunity at a few very strong winds whenever those thunderstorms collapse on themselves, given the variety that we're going to be dealing with. Total rainfall amounts continue to be in the 1 to 2 inch range, and that's going to include not just today, but all the way through the weekend. Rain and storm chances become maximized Monday afternoon into Monday night, into Tuesday with a passing cold front. That's whenever the bulk of this is going to be falling across the entire region. Here's a full 6-day forecast breakdown for you. Highs between the low and mid 90s, triple-digit heat indices a possibility again today, scattered storm chances in particular this afternoon. There we're going to see an uptick in the scattered storm activity, not just during the afternoon hours, but throughout the entirety of our Saturday and Sunday. Cold front passes on Monday, keeping temperatures up into the 90s, and then a little bit of relief arrives. We're going to have Tuesday morning with the lingering showers and storms getting out of here. Highs trapped in the mid 80s, mid and upper 80s rolling into our Wednesday as well, with lesser shower and storm chances as we close in on Independence Day on July 4th of next week. Friends, it's going to wrap up your Friday morning, June 27th edition of your Weather or Not forecast presented by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a